Everyday superpower, we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. All right, people. I'm going to talk about alpha males and beta males, and you might be one of the two. If you're not one of the two, quite frankly, you're probably not going to be attractive to women. So listen to me and understand what I'm saying, right? You are a beta male, maybe. You have characteristics of a beta male, right? Oh, how dare you call me a beta? My brother, the people who are out there calling other people beta male wish that they were a beta male. Let's talk about it. There's two categorizations of men who are attracted to women. Pay attention to this. This is necessary information if you want to understand the biological drive that impulses women to procreate with men, i.e. get jiggy with them. What's an alpha male? Genetically gifted. They're tall, they're handsome, they're chiseled, they have model aesthetic. If not, they apply to the socially engineered marketing of the times. Back in the day, you got to look at the sculptures, the beautiful sculptures of the Greek times, right? They're voluptuous, fertile, the epitome of feminine softness. You look at the side of a bus now, they're going to be gone and looking like skeletons. There's a differentiation, and if you apply yourself to one or the other as far as, you know, what society tells you is attractive, that dumb bitch is probably still going to fall for it. Even though her biology might somewhat hint something else, right? But we're talking about alpha male genetics. What do I mean by that? I mean that you have the genetics that, given she procreates with you, your children together are going to garner them good genetics and be able to procreate onwards, right? This is the root of attraction and repulsion. This, as far as alpha is concerned, is the black pill perspective. Have you ever heard of the black pill? They place so much emphasis on the looks and the aesthetic of the man. Half of them are probably gay at this point due to the depth and degree of observation they obsessively partake in when it comes to what makes a man good looking or not. Not only that, but they don't know what makes a man good looking because they are not women. Okay? And they are wrong, because the looks are like so far down in the chain of what a woman actually craves, actually values biologically speaking, which we'll get onto in the beta male categorization, that it's the worst way of all of the pills to potentially look at things. Unless you're heavily disabled or, you know, contrary to what beauty or masculine is, genetically speaking, you won't have an issue given that you apply yourself in a productive means through other ways of development, you know, outside of smashing your face every day and applying 50,000 chemicals to your skin and killing yourself off through to insecurity, right? So, genetically speaking, she likes tall men. Why? Because they capture her attention first. Why is she interested in tall men? Because they can protect her better, they have longer reach. Genetically speaking, they'll be more successful on the savannah plains, on the African plains, as their big broad shoulders can throw spears and so on and so on and so forth. Given that they give their kids that genetic makeup, that means that their kids are going to have kids and kids and kids and kids, right? Rule number 1 is survival. Rule number 2 is procreation. That's it. That's the meaning of life from an evolutionary biological standpoint. Pay attention. Number 2, the beta male. Oh, you're a beta. Beta. The beta gets the women. The beta holds on to the women. Now, the woman with the alpha male will actually cheat on the alpha male with the beta, and the vice versa. But I'm highlighting the fact and empowering and pedestalizing the beta to create an even distribution of respect for both parties, because you are my fellow man and you need to learn that your power as a man can be through so many different means and variables that you just do not understand because you're too busy highlighting and emphasizing on what you lack. So the beta male is the father figure. The beta male is daddy. The beta male is that which fulfills the void that she did not receive in her youth, or gives her what she has lost through the absence of her father now that she's a grown woman and doesn't receive that same care and attention. The beta male goes to work and comes back, and the beta male has the resource. The beta male has the emotional intelligence and openness, and the beta male has the provision that means she wants to procreate with you because you're able to provide a comfortable life for the child. You're able to provide a good start for the child. You're able to provide provisions and everything necessary for that child to be able to mature well, to adapt well, and have the security necessary to bloom. Such as the narcissistic element in the woman wants the beta male to provide her anyway. Now, there is a balance. You can be a very good looking man, great genetic property, and also be very successful in business, have great resource, be intelligent on an emotional basis, be open and play your cards right, not to a degree where you are simping and pedestalizing the woman, but to the point where you're smart, you're smooth, you know who you are, what you're doing, you know your competency, you know your value, you apply your value in your relationships, so you know, yeah, fuck, she can walk away anytime, it don't make a difference to me, right? There is a balance. But some men are just overtly good looking, handsome, don't have to do no work, don't have to do nothing. God's gift is within the beauty of their aesthetic, within their genetic makeup, and women are naturally drawn to them at first glance. Or you can be the man who needs to engage in conversation initially, but proves whom he is through the depth of conversation, intelligence, knowledge, and resource, and indirectly demonstrating that higher value to her, you know, significant of somebody who is of a further position within the sexual marketplace as she is, or she self-perceives or knows, given that she's bounced back in the mirror of the world, reflecting off of this, that, and everybody. She knows where she stands, even on a subconscious basis, and she sees you as someone valuable because, generally speaking, a man of your stature does not have the time to give her attention, nor does she engage in groups with men of your stature who has the resources you do, who has the potential. See, it's not all about owning material possession. It's about having the ambition, the drive, and being able to prove so or speak with such authenticity and audacity that she generally believes it, because she does not come across this in any day, in any conversation, in any communication. That's the game. Now, the beta can also just be bog standard. I go to work, I get a paycheck, I come back. That beta is going to excel the better position they are. I went to school and now I'm a lawyer. I'm a dentist. I make more and more money. I'm stable. I'm stiff. I'm a box. I don't provide the thrill and the danger and the fire that the alpha does. So she might cheat on the beta with the alpha, but I create a comfort and the future that the alpha doesn't. So she might cheat with the beta on the alpha. You see where I'm coming from? And this will never stop. This yin and yang between the masculine energies as to which she finds attractive will always coexist in your communications. Okay? That's the game. Click like and subscribe on that one. Peace.